everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I tried this egg a while ago, and it was a horrible fail. The colors I wanted didn't come out, and I knocked this thing over like 3 times. It was determined not to be filled up. Anyway, so got me some resin mixed up here. I want to try again, but this time I just want to kind of try doing one color. So I want to try this Brea Reese color that I just got the other day from Hobby Lobby, and this blue looks like it might be really pretty. So I don't know how pigmented this is. I haven't used it. I know a few of you have used it. I know Michelle from Glitz and Glitter has used it. Anyway, so we're just going to put a little bit in, and we'll add more as we go because I don't want it dark. So we'll just put like a few in, and then we'll go from there. Alright, okay, so got it pretty crystal clear there. Just gonna spray some alcohol down in these, especially those little knobby things like you guys call them. Make sure we got them all pretty good. Well, it seems like most of you guys have been pretty lucky with bubbles in this, so hopefully I will be too. All right. So, see if I can get through it without knocking it over this time. I think we might be okay, hopefully. I'm hoping. I don't want to shove this down in there and make more bubbles. I don't really see bubbles hanging up in those little spots. So maybe we'll be okay. All right, we're gonna get this over on the curing mat, and then we'll be back when it's all cured and see what we got. Okay. Okay, guys, these are all cured up. Let's see how my egg came out, and we'll see if it's gonna be worth saving or not. My last one wasn't. My last one, I don't know if I tipped this over like 3 times when it full, and then the colors didn't just all went together. It turned out kind of ugly. So this one's kind of a bugger to unmold. This, right when you're trying to get those off, it digs you in the fingers. Ugh. So far, it looks pretty good. Ow. Okay, this is not no fun. Ow, dang. Oh, that hurt. Ooh, I think I did pretty good. Look at that. I don't see any bubbles. Not even in our little knobbies. Woohoo! Okay, let's see if the other side looks as good. I just hate this first part. That's so rough right there. And I tried really hard not to over pour or under pour to get it just right. We all know how just right is. It's never just right. Maybe if I growl at it, it'll come off. Or if I just don't be a wimp. Hey, that's what you gotta do. Don't be a wimp. Okay, I'm actually kind of liking this where you don't do an opaque color. You just kind of do the... I'm kind of liking that. It's kind of fun where you can see through it. Okay. 2 down. And a little toppy to go here. Might have a little bit of cleanup to do, but not a lot. My goodness gracious. Oh, sweet. Purdy. So we're definitely going to put silver with this because I love blue and silver together. But I'm not a huge gold person. I don't like gold. If I'm going to do gold, like my wedding rings and stuff are the white gold. I don't care for... I'm not gold. So, anyway, alright. So, gather up some stuff to bling it out. And then we'll get busy on that. Alright, let's see what we got here. So these are the little ones that came with it. I don't know about these ones for sure. We'll see what they look like out of the bag, if I can open the bag. Gotta be smarter than the bag. Open! My little pinto. So they're not horrible. Now let's see, what size? So I have, I don't know if these are the right size. We'll have to see. Pick it up. Oh, it's stuck to my little mat. Okay, those are the ones I have. Which actually, those ones are definitely a lot sparkly. But I also have this one that's kind of a multicolor. Maybe. Oh, maybe this one's too big. Maybe I'll have to find the next size down. Yeah, that one's too big. Come here, little guy. So we need to go to the next one down. Oh, and not throw them all over the room while we're at it. So mine are just a tad smaller, which is weird that my other one doesn't fit in there. One up from this, because it looks like the same damn size, but... So yeah, I think for this, we'll go ahead and use the ones that they gave us. just because they're shinier. They're like bling. We like bling. Okay, so we'll use those. One of these days, I'm going to get me a bigger one of these little things for my jewels. Might be a minute or two, but I'm going to do it. Okay. So, I have, whoops. It would not be a day YouTubing with me if I didn't knock everything over. Am I right? Okay. So, I have these 4 different ones here. I kind of want to see which one is easier to stay on the little bumpy dumpies. So, I need something to, I guess we can pop it out in one of these. So, I usually have a piece of cardboard here, but, or cardstock paper, but I'm kind of see which one, because you know, I know they all got to be a little bit different silver too. One might be a little more shinier than the other. That one's kind of a, definitely more of a matte to me. But let's see what else we got here. This one, I know this one's pretty shiny. I'm just not so sure about the tip, because I'm not as, so far that one is going to be number 1. I like how shiny that one is. I don't know if you guys can see that in the camera or not, but this one's kind of a more of a matte finish. This one's shinier. So far that's number 1. I may not want this pointy one. Alright, so once again, that one, it's better than the other one, but it is kind of a little matte finish. So far, this one right here, still number 1. See how the oil-based one works. Now this one's shiny too, I know that. But I still think it still kind of goes on, I mean, it's shiny, but it still kind of goes on matte finish like. So I think that one's our one we're going to go with here. So let's get a little paper towel here and wipe this off. Alcohol does wonders, doesn't it? In a few different ways. Can make an ugly girl pretty. Or I guess it can go the other way. It can make an ugly guy handsome too. Okay. Let's go. We'll get this done. I'll put you on a fast forward through this so you won't have to, because I'm sure you've seen lots of other resin artists do it, so you don't need to watch me do it, but let's put you on fast forward and we'll get you up to date here in a minute. wish you could clean your house. Just hit the fast forward button and the house is clean. It'd be awesome, wouldn't it? Something that takes 2 hours now takes 15 minutes. That'd be great. But life doesn't work that way. But anyway, I'm going to have you guys stick around with me while I glue these little beads on. And I'm going to tell you a story. So, sorry about my nose. I hate that when I have to sniff, but I'm on some medication that helps me unplug my ears. But when it helps unplug your ears, it makes everything else run too. So my nose runs, I swear I slobber. I feel like a 100-year-old person out there can't keep their slobber in their mouth, you know. Oh, looky there, I missed a spot. But it's also a good thing that we have fast forward, because I'm sure you would have heard a few choice swear words doing this. So, anywho. Okay, so, thought I'd tell you the story. Oh, I missed a spot. Sorry. Tell you the story about no, I forgot. Sorry, my brain just went blank. I have this hamster that runs on a wheel inside my brain, and every once in a while he jumps off or falls off, and then it just goes to hell from there. So anyway, I am accident prone, as we all know. Well, you guys are learning. And so I'm just using, just before we get the liquid fusion on to put these little knobby things on, or sparkly things on. And I'm gonna see if this one will work. It doesn't work very good for the small ones, but we'll see how it works on the bigger ones. Maybe I got too many in there. Oh well. So anyway, went to Texas to visit my brother and my sister-in-law. And while we're down there, we just actually went to visit. Usually when we go down there, sometimes we like we've been everywhere, like San Antonio and Galveston, and went deep sea fishing, Sea World. I mean, to the river walk. We just do all kinds of fun things when we're with them. And so this time we just went down to really visit, not really go, you know, run around or do anything. So anyway, we do a lot of eating down there, and I'm not a huge drinker, but I love margaritas. Down in Texas, they're like done in Slurpee machines. They're so awesome. There's like, you know, like when you get them somewhere else, I mean, I don't know. It's not like I've been around the world or anything. Anyway, you get them, you know, here I live in Utah. Hang on, my thing's plugged up. Yes, forget it. I'll just use the other one. So I find something. Anyway, so here in Utah, they may be getting better now, because like I said, I'm not a huge drinker, so it's not like I run out and drink everywhere. But usually margaritas are blended with ice if you wanted a blended margarita. Well, then as your ice starts to melt, then your margarita gets watered down. Well, these ones that are in Slurpee machines, you know, that's awesome, because then your Slurpee, I mean, as your margarita melts, or your whatever, it's just the margarita stuff that's melting. So, gosh dang it. So you don't have watered down margarita. Anyway, that's a little off the subject, but if you know me, I get off the subject a lot. Anyway, so we went to this Mexican restaurant. We really like the Mexican food down there, the Tex-Mex. I know some people don't. Sorry. if I upset you, because I like their Mexican food down there. But anyway, so we went to this restaurant, and kind of like in a little strip mall type thing, you know. And I can't remember the name of the restaurant or anything, but anyway, I haven't, oh my gosh, this is not working worth a crap. Talk about, here's some choice words. It's gonna piss me off. Get off. I don't know if it's this or the freaking jewels, but I'm about ready to throw them across the room. Anyway, sorry. Anyway, so we go to this Mexican restaurant, and great Mexican food. I love it. It's so good. In fact, we went there twice while we were there that time because I liked it so much. Anyway, so we're in, you know, we eat and we have a couple margaritas, whatever. It's not like I said, I'm not a huge drinker, but I wasn't like plowed. I wasn't like silly drunk or anything, but I was a little tipsy, I'll admit it. Anyway, so we're leaving the restaurant, and my brother, or my sister-in-law and my husband, they walk out the door ahead of me and my brother, and me and my brother are just yakking away, and so that is so weird. Anyway, so we get going, you know, we're walking out the door, and he stops and he grabs a toothpick, and I never grab a toothpick. I don't use toothpicks. So, but I grab one anyway, because he did. So as we're walking out the door, I grab something out of my purse. I don't know what we're talking about, what we're doing anyway. I hand him whatever I wanted to show him, and he looks at it, and as we're walking out the door, he hands it back to me. Well, we get out the door, and so I'm messing around trying to put this, whatever it is, back in my purse, and you know, the big cement blocks that they have in parking lots so that your car can't go any further, you know, stops your tires. Well, I'm not looking, and I fall over one of those. I don't think any other part of my body hit the ground except for my face. So I bashed my face into the pavement, and I really don't remember any, you know, they said I didn't lose consciousness or anything, but I don't remember anything. I mean, they told me pretty much went on, so they could have told me anything. They could have told me I stood up and did a strip tease, and I would have believed them. Anyway, so my husband says to me, you know, let me help you up off the ground. And he says, I just said, no, just let me lay here. So, you know, it must have been, I must have like bashed my head pretty good. Anyway, so they even ended up, my sister-in-law ran back in the restaurant and got some ice, and they also sent her out with whatever the dude got out from behind the bar, some kind of alcohol, but it wasn't rubbing alcohol. And they put that on my face, you know, on my head to stop my, you know, to help the, probably for, you know, because I'm sure I had like crusty shit in my face. I fell in a parking lot. Anyway, so they put that, so it's a wonder that people weren't thinking that I was like a raging alcoholic. I'm sure I didn't smell so good, but anyway, so we get to the clinic. They take me to the clinic and take me back for a CT scan, get a CT scan, I come back in. I even had to get a tetanus shot, because who the hell knows how long it had been since I'd had a tetanus shot. So they give me a tetanus shot, give me the CT scan. We're sitting in there waiting. I get some stitches in my face and my eyebrow. Most of this was right above my eyebrow where I hit. And so get my, oh gosh dang it, do all that, get my stitches, all that, and just visiting with, while we're waiting for the doctor to come back, just get all my, I'm just visiting with my brother and my husband and my sister-in-law. And my sister-in-law says to me, well, at least you didn't break anything. I was like, Oh, true. Which I've never broke a bone ever. And maybe a baby toe once or twice on the coffee table. But other than that, I've never had a broken bone. So, in walks the doctor. Proceeds to tell me that I have broke my orbital bone 3 times. I was like, thanks for jinxing me, Michelle. Anyway, so I end up with the nasty old black eye. I mean, here, and we're on vacation. You're not supposed to get a black eye on vacation. You're not supposed to look like somebody beat the hell out of you just before you got on the plane. You know what I mean? Anyway, so we go out. Then we're down there for my sister-in-law's birthday. We happened to be there on my sister-in-law's birthday. So she wanted to go to Galveston to the beach. So we go to Galveston to the beach. And we're walking along there on the beach. And somebody had, you know, it wasn't like a giant hole or anything. It's not like my whole body fell in it or anything. But we're walking along there. And, of course, I'm being me and just checking out the water and watching and the people and whatever. Walking along with my husband. And I stepped in that hole. My husband grabs me by the arm and he's like, well, you watch where you're walking. Like, okay, I can't help it. Anyway, so it's just kind of weird. When you have a big black eye like that, especially when you are with your husband, I'm sure they're looking at your husband like, whoa, what'd she do to piss you off, you know? But, anyway, so everybody's kind of looking at you weird, and, you know they're staring at you because, I don't know, you can just tell that they're thinking, they're wondering, and they don't want to ask you, but anyway, so then we go to this restaurant later on, and I said to everybody at the table, I said, I really just feel like everybody's just like staring at me, like they want to ask, but they don't dare ask, but and everybody, they're like, oh, it's not that bad, it's not that noticeable, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I've looked in the mirror, looks pretty noticeable to me, but so when the waiter comes back, I said to the waiter, I look up at him and I said, and I point at my face, I said, so is this noticeable? And he's like, yeah. And I look at my brother and everybody and husband and stuff, and I'm like, see? Told you it was noticeable. He won't even answer me. Anyway, as we're leaving that restaurant, I'm only 5'1", and my sister-in-law's a little shorter than me. She's probably just barely hitting 5 foot, if even that. And there's a constable standing there, and I said to the constable, I just look over at him, and I pointed at my face, and I said, she did it. Pointed to Michelle. And he just kind of smiled, because I was making light of it. I'm sure if it was something, because I'm sorry, but I'm not the type of person I would rather laugh at stuff than be like, oh, poor me, I'd rather laugh at it. And that's just how I am. But we had a good time, even though I did get a black eye. And I'll show the picture. I'll post one right up there, and you can tell me if you think it was noticeable. All right, so I'm just gonna kind of deciding which side I want it up here. what we think. I think it turned out pretty cute. I kind of like that see-through-y glass look. Alright guys, that's it for this one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Help out my channel. I am new and I'd like to get out there. I know there's a lot of YouTubers out there and a lot of crafters out there, so let's keep going. Alrighty, we'll be on to the next one. See you soon.